Hello guys, Dante here with yet another video, and I have a fresh batch of cards here, but I also want to show you some of my old cards I just remembered I bought from one seller, and she told me she won an auction for these. These are like all the cards, they are not very expensive, they are all just trainer cards. And I'm just watching right now a video of a guy opening a booster box of the Team Rocket, the old one, the first edition. And I thought to myself that I have some of those cards. I believe this is Team Rocket or this is Fossil, something like this. Team Rocket, I think, these cards. And these are all just trainers. And I just remembered I have these cards. I just leave them and I put them away at the bottom of the box. And I was like, are they real? I didn't check because back then I didn't know so much about cards, old cards and any Pokemon cards. And I was not able to authenticate them as much as I am now. So I just wanted to show you that these trainer potion cards, I actually did a rip test on one of them. I will show you real quick. Here it is, but they're all the same, I believe. So let's just pick a random one. Okay, so let's check it from the front. It looks good, the font is very clear. Yeah, it's just simple trainer card. Let's check the back. Okay, so this is why I thought these cards are fake. So I don't have my tool here. Maybe I can use this. Yeah, okay. So the border, as you can see, it just overflows to the background. So this is how I was able to spot fakes in my recent batch, in my first video. That the borders were not as clear, they were not popping out as much as on the originals. And this one is not popping out. And also, if you notice, it will be really hard to see on the video, but the border has like a small dark blue line all across it. You can see it here on this edge. You see there is like a blue, dark blue, almost like a black line going all around the card. And this is what some of the fake cards do. Also, when we check the Pokeball itself, the reflection is good. The colors are okay, except the overflow in here and the borderline. But you can see the button, the arch is kinda clear in real life, not on the video, but it is like overflowing on the button itself, on the top of the button. You see the white. This is not the best tool for pointing. Yeah, I don't have anything else next to me right now, but yeah, so that's why I thought, hey, these cards are probably fakes. Like, I didn't care that much because this seller, she gave these cards to me for free for the rest of my order. These were like just a gift. She knew they were like 2 cents each or something like that. They are not pristine condition, right? They are just like a common trainer cards. Energy removal. Nothing special. Berry. And the switch again. Gust of wind. They are all from the old sets, maybe the Rocket set, I think, or the base set or the Fossil. I'm not exactly sure on that, but yeah, all from the pre-2000 era. 1999 Wizards is this one, Gust of Wind, and this one trainer is 2000 Wizards. Yeah, I also have like more cards that she gave me. Super odd. This one's 2000. And I put them in a binder, those cards. I have like Moo Milk, and I believe I have some Pokemons also. I have a Snorlax and 2 more Pokemon, but also just commons. They are really in a poor condition or a played condition. They are worth cents, like 5 cents of maybe 10 cents euro. It's not really expensive, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so since we have seen the backside, and you know that this doesn't look really great. This doesn't strike me as a real card, comparing it to the... Oh, actually, oh no, that album is too far away. Comparing it to the newest Pokemon backgrounds. And I have a small album here. Let me pick one card out of it. Okay, let's take this Beldam, or yeah. So comparing this old card to the new Pokemon card, this Beldam is from 2022, so it's pretty recent, I would say. And all the new cards have a background. As we talked in the previous videos, it pops right into your eye. The border, it's very clear. The Pokeball, let me see. Oh, it does have an overflow of the white. It just doesn't have as much, I think, as this one, the old one. It's just different colors. Yeah, I mean, it is 20-something years, so there will be differences. But the border is something that I instantly noticed, and I was like, this has to be a fake. But guess what? It isn't. And I did the rip test on this one, and you can clearly see there is like this black layer inside, which all the real cards have. It's like a more quality paper. It has several layers. I don't think it's just 3, it's more layers than that, maybe 6 or something. And that's how you can clearly distinguish fakes from real. So these cards, I will keep it in case my friends will ask me about the cards, so I can show them that this is indeed a real card. And this is how you can tell in the end, to do the simple rip test on cheap cards. Yeah, also I have a batch of PROXYs that I bought because I wanted to check the quality of these cards, because I noticed that the seller that I bought won a good proxy from before. This seller doesn't exist anymore, so that's kind of weird. And they also had their stock completely sold out, and they did a really good Umbreon VMAX. But this one is a new batch, and let me put it out of the sleeve, from another seller, and I hope you can see in the video. This is actually almost very well made fake, or proxy. Proxy means that this card is a fake, but it is made with quality in mind, so it is supposed to be a replica of the original. You can see the ridges on Umbreon himself, and they are actually following the lines of his body and the tower that he is leaning on. So this is actually a really good thought, but you can see the ridges are not, how to say it? They are not all of the same girth. You know what I mean? They are not the strokes of the same pen. You can see that there are imperfections in the lines of the ridges, and that is something that instantly can tell you this is kind of weird. Also, the rest of the background also has ridges, but they are like a brush strokes. Like if you take a brush and you do this with it, when it has paint, it looks like that, kinda. And also, most important thing is, like Umbreon is kinda clear, and you can see that around him there is like this zone where only the physical pattern that you can touch has been applied, but the rest of the card has like this glitter all over it that puts rest of the picture out of focus a little bit. And I believe this is not how the original card looks. So this particular flash print is not very good. So it's not a convincing proxy card. But other than that, like, I am surprised how good are these fakes getting. Like, this cost me, I believe, like €3, maybe even less for one card. I got 9 of them. Now let's look at the back side. I put it back into the sleeve, but so we can't see it that clearly, but this is actually a decent backside comparing it to our Beldum. It is not the same. You can just see it when you compare it to a newer Pokemon card, like the colors are off. This is too dark. The Pokeball is also too dark. Yeah, also the ridge. And you can see the light inside of the Pokeball at the top, at the arch that I always talk about. Here on the fake, it is too clear, like there is no haziness, there is no light coming out of the Pokeball. It is just too sharp, the lines of the button and the arch, as you can see. And also the button itself is like a different color, the chrome reflection is different. But if you have only these cards in your hand, like, would you be able to tell these are fakes? I mean, these are pretty well made. They also have the reflection on the bottom side of the Pokeball. I mean, the border is way too dark and it really overflows. It almost just is like it has overflown. Like the dark blue is like connected to the background of the card. That should not be like that, unless you have old card that apparently can look like that, but these are new ones, right? So we already know they should not look like this. So yeah, this was the Umbreon VMAX, the infamous. I also have some Glaceon. I have all of the evolutions. Glaceon VMAX, it's out of focus. Let me try, yeah, like this. Also, I'm trying a new camera angle. I'm sitting on the ground right now, but this way I think it's a little bit better, but maybe, yeah, I need a better tripod for this next time. This one is too small. This Glaceon is the same as with the Umbreon. The Glaceon itself is good quality. I can see the ridges. I believe you too also. Also the eyes. Can you see the eyes? The whole pattern inside of them. It is really well made. Like, I am surprised. Also this one. Oh. You can see the brush strokes kind of like it's out of focus because of the glitter pattern. But this particular seller also does a different pattern that is not glitter, that I will try. It is just a little bit more expensive, but I want to see if those cards will be better. And I want to know that I'm collecting these cards for my own personal collection. Since they are so expensive, right? Like, I will never buy Umbreon VMAX for 1500 euro. Okay, I'm just not doing that. So I really like to have it to put it into my binder and look at it, you know, just have it for my personal collection, and also maybe to give it to the kid, you know, they will be really happy about such card. This Jolteon is also nice. I believe these cards are not as expensive as the Umbreon, obviously, but still they are really impressive and beautiful cards. I really like this Vaporeon. Vaporeon is my favorite Pokemon. Which one is yours, by the way, guys? Yeah. Oh, you can see Milotic here also in the background. And there is another Milotic. And then there is some more Pokemon. I can't really see them too well. You can actually see them better on the video. The glitter is like making it hard for me to see in real life, but on the video it's kind of weird. You can see it clearly. Yeah. Flareon. These are all the VMAX, so they are really big, chunky boys. And this Execute, and there is Slowpoke, I believe, in the background. These are really nice art. The Eevee Party. And they are all the same, right? So, oh, this one doesn't have such a quality ridges on the EVs themselves, but the EVs like don't have the glitter pattern, and the rest of the background has. So I'm glad with that. Like, the quality of the card is done well enough. Not as good that you would be able to show this to a experienced collector and make them believe it's original. No. But well enough that they are very nice to look at. Leafeon VMAX. Leafeon is doing some work. Yeah, he's got to pay the bills. Espeon VMAX. Just leaping. The eye has a nice reflection. And you can see the ridges on Espeon's ear. It's really well made. I am surprised. I am very interested in how do these companies and these sellers make these fakes. How do they print them on? But also the original Pokemon cards. How do they print all these quality layering and the effects? It is really interesting. The Sylveon last. Yep. So that's it for this video, guys. Let me know what do you think about fakes in the Pokemon world and about the real cards. See you in the next one.